Welcome back, Curry Crew. Today we have a delicious recipe for you. So we're gonna be making some delicious pulled chicken, but we're gonna do a desi twist on it. So today we're gonna be making some butter pulled chicken, or butter chicken but in the pulled chicken form, and it's gonna be absolutely amazing because it's gonna be spicy, tangy, and it's gonna have a delicious raita on top, which is gonna help cut down some of the heat of the butter chicken that we're gonna be making. So the raita is gonna have some onions, some cucumbers, and some yogurt, and that's gonna go really well with the pulled butter chicken that we're making. And overall, it's gonna be an amazing dish that's gonna go really well with rice and tacos, as part of a sandwich, whatever it is that you wanna try to eat it with. So I'm not gonna delay it any further. Let's jump straight into our recipe. So today we're putting our own desi twist on a classic. We're gonna be making some amazing pulled butter chicken in a crock pot. But before we can enjoy the deliciousness that we will be making, we have to first make it. So step one, into a small saucepan, add in about a tablespoon worth of ghee and allow it to melt. Now to this we're gonna add in half of an onion that is nicely diced. We're gonna cook our onions until they are nice and soft and begin to become translucent. To our onions, we will also add in a tablespoon worth of ginger garlic paste and now give it a nice mix. Next, we're gonna add in 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste and once again give it a nice mix until all of your tomato paste is well combined with the onions and the ginger garlic paste. This is now forming the base for our butter chicken sauce and it's gonna taste awesome. So the onions, ginger, garlic, tomato, all of them add different aspects of taste that will help you get almost all 5 of the taste groups that we're looking for. Now we're going to cook our mixture for about 2 to 3 minutes, after which we can turn off the stove and allow it to cool down. Meanwhile, we're going to take 3 large boneless and skinless chicken breasts, and first we're going to pat them dry with some paper towels, and then once they are completely dry, we're going to cut them into smaller pieces so that they can fit more easily into the crock pot and also cook easier and quicker when we start cooking them. Once all of your chicken is cut, set it aside while we get our other ingredients ready. In between, make sure to wash your hands with soap and warm water. Anytime we handle raw meat, we have to make sure that we wash our hands and clean our workstation to avoid any contamination. Next, take our onion, ginger, garlic, and tomato mixture from earlier and add it into your crock pot. Then to this, we're going to add in half a cup of water, and then we're also going to add in 1 cup of tomato puree. Give it a nice mix until it is well combined, and now the time has come for us to season our gravy. So the first thing that we're going to add is 3/4 teaspoon of red chili powder or cayenne pepper. Next we're going to add in 3/4 teaspoon of garam masala. Then we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt. You can always add more after tasting if you need, but 1 teaspoon should be around enough. Next, add in half a teaspoon of turmeric and then give it all a nice mix. And then to this, we're going to add in a teaspoon of ketchup, which is going to add a nice tang. And last but not least, we're going to add in half a teaspoon of sugar, which is going to add a nice slight sweetness and cut down on the spice a little bit. Give it one final mix, and then we will add in all of our cut chicken pieces from earlier. We're going to give it one more mix to make sure that all of our chicken is thoroughly coated in our gravy. Now the time has come to cook our chicken. So you can either cook the chicken on the high setting for about 3 to 4 hours or on the low setting for about 6 to 7 hours. It all depends on how much time you have. However, the longer you cook it on a lower heat, it will become more and more juicy and tender and delicious. However, even on the highest setting, if you cook it for about 3 to 4 hours, it's still going to taste awesome. So fear not if that's all the time that you have. So let's come back after about 4.5 hours, and then we can see how it turned out. So after about 4.5 hours, take the chicken out of the gravy, and using 2 forks, we're going to shred our chicken. The chicken should be at this point really nice and tender, and as a result should pull apart very easily. Once that is done, add in half a cup of heavy cream into our butter chicken gravy and give it a nice mix. And then we're going to add the chicken back into our sauce. Give it one final mix until all of the chicken is completely coated in our delicious gravy. And now we are ready to almost serve. But first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the chicken on the low setting for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll be ready to serve. So the way we're gonna serve it is we're gonna serve it onto some corn tortillas. However, if you wanted to, you could also serve this pulled chicken as a sandwich on a bun. You could also do it with rice, but I'm going the street taco route, and we're gonna make some delicious pulled tacos. So add your chicken onto some corn tortillas, and then we're gonna top our chicken with some vegetable raita, or like a vegetable yogurt dipping sauce. That's really gonna help cut down on some of the heat that we have in our spicy butter chicken that we made. So if you want the recipe for this vegetable raita, it's going to be in the description below, or you can also click on the link above. It's in one of our previous videos. So there you have it, guys. Our delicious pulled butter chicken tacos is ready for us to enjoy. So let's head over to the tasting. So guys, here we have our delicious tacos. Now this pulled chicken that we made, you can put it in tacos like we have done so here. You could also put it as part of a sandwich. So you can take some nice like hamburger buns or brioche buns, put it on there with the raita that we made. You could also just eat it with rice if you want. You have multiple options of how to prepare and assemble the final dish. However, we've made some delicious tacos, so I can't wait anymore. I gotta dig in and try it out. Guys, that is amazing. It is so flavorful because it's spicy. You get the heat coming through from the chicken, but you also have the amazing raita on top that helps cool it down a little bit. You got the onions in there, the cucumbers. Everything works so well together. It's such an amazing little dish that you can create for yourself. So you guys definitely need to try this out for yourself. Let us know how it turns out for you, and keep on cooking.